Alright, we're back again. Yay! Well, there's our Marshall amp. Now we're going to do something a little bit more non-simple. Well, I don't know if it's non-simple, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to make a... When time is short, and you need to look like you've done a whole bunch, who are you going to call? I think we're going to call InstantaCity. So what we're going to do is kind of make like a little InstantaCity, a small city, give you a little figure ground form, something you could do like that. Just very simple, yet again, that we're dealing with. Move my little thing here. We'll start out with a plane, and we'll go with the top view, and I'm just going to make a plane. And I'm going to give it certain segments. I'm going to give it 25 by 25 segment. Kind of break it up a little bit. And not that it really matters for this example, but let's just say 500 by 250 size plane that we're dealing with. Now we've got that. We'll come down, check, see if we need to do anything else in here. No, we're all happy with that. Yay, we're good to go. Okay. Okay, we'll call this. We'll call it ground. Okay, remember I told you before you could call it anything, you could do anything you wanted. That's what we're going to do. What would ground be? We don't want to make it brown. Let's make it a relatively dull color. There you go, something that you can kind of see. Alright, we'll orbit just a hair so we can see a little bit better. Now you see that thing over here? See that? Oops. That's your home grid. Remember I told you could turn that off in one of the earlier things? Come over here to your grids and snaps under your tool menu down here at the bottom, grids and snaps. You want to turn that home grid off because it's your home grid, brother. Anyhow, yeah, trying to make lame jokes on this thing so it doesn't sound so ridiculously stupid. Anyway, me and my Muppet voice will continue. Remember before I told you could turn on your toggle between F3, F4. There you can kind of see your 25 by 25 grid. And there you go, you can see it again. Okay, what we're going to do is try to make like a little InstaCity. What we're going to do here. Okay, we've got that. What we're going to do is we're going to put a modifier on it. We're going to put, excuse me, it helps if you actually pick it. And I really shouldn't drink before I do these things. So we're going to put an edit poly on it. Okay, got an edit poly. What we're going to do is we're going to try to make this look like a city form. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down, if I can find it. There we go. Excuse me just a moment. Hang on. I'll have to pause for just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. So what we'll do here is we're going to we got to pick what we're going to use. Okay, so we're doing this. We're going to pick the polygons again. So we pick that, and let's make sure these are okay. They're highlighted. Good deal. Okay. Well, hold on. What we're going to do is we're going to try to make some of these. So what we're going to do is let me zoom in a little bit. Try to make like a street or something like that in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight some of these. And I'm going to delete them. Okay? Just to try to make just a real simple city street type deal that we're going to deal with in here. And we'll delete some of these, give it like a little grid, a little city form that we have going on, that sort of thing. Nothing huge, outlandish, nothing major. We'll just deal with what we got. We'll go from there. Okay, that kind of looks like a city street, city block, whatever. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, we got to make sure that we highlighted them. There we go. And we're going to come in here, we're going to give them an inset again. So you come in here, make sure that it's set by polygon, and then however much you want to give them. Let's say 2.5. Let's see what that would look like. Not doing anything. Yeah, that kind of gives us that. Let's go Let's see what we look like at 1.5. Yeah, it looks a little better. Kind of gives us that. We'll see. We'll just say OK. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to give it an extrude. We got to have that again. Make sure it's done by polygons. And now we're gonna jack this baby up. Again, you give it a numeric value. Say 80. Boom. There you go. It's good to go. There you go. There you've got your city. Well, it looks kind of boring, doesn't it? Well, we're gonna give it a little something else to put on top of that. We're gonna give it another modifier. We're gonna add some noise to the house. Give it some noise, and we're gonna put the noise on the faces of it. And here you can mess with the parameters, get it something that you like, something that you want. Generally, I just try to start off and see what I can come up with. I'll give it a decent numeric value and see what I want to mess with, just to kind of put them in all shapes and sizes and see. And then I can adjust them from there. If I want to change them there, say, oh, that's getting a little bit more interesting form, and let's see what happens. Oh, would the buildings really be tilted that much? Nah, not probably. So we're probably going to leave the Y. Let's give it we'll just give it a little bit of a degree to it, not too much. And we're going to again mess with the X and see what we have with that, and see how we can do with that. And we'll leave that fairly low as well. But I want to go back to my Z, and I want to add some more. I want to give it some more distortion to the or strength, I guess is what it's under, to the noise on it. So I've done that. Let's say 150. There's something I'm happy with. And there you kind of go. You got a little modified form of a little InstaCity in this area here. And then once you're done, you can kind of take a look at it, and we'll rotate around. Kind of gives you a little interesting thing. Now I know it's actually not what a city would look like, but for real quick views and for quick ideas, this is a good way to give you what you're looking for. And again, you know, when we cut out some of those polygons before, kind of gives you a city here. The streets kind of gives you a little bit better. You can see inside there, and it's not just one big blobby mess. But this gives you a real good idea of what you can do with some of these parameters, and when you're messing with this here, and how to modify with the polygons and edit the surfaces and the faces and things of that nature. So it's just kind of something here for you to mess with, give you an idea. Good form generator to begin with. And you can always, if you like that form, you could say, hey, you know, I really like that. I want to copy that. So you clone it. Do you want to make it the instance? Do you want to have both the same thing on it? Say yeah. So we don't want to call this one ground 0 again. We'll just call it ground. We'll just call it copy. Ground copy. Just so you can know, just kind of get an idea. And then we'll move it to where we want to, and I'll show you something else here that we can do. Okay, now we'll come back to this one, and remember how these two are now instances. We can change a lot of stuff. Notice when I start messing with the height, they both start changing. That's because they're attached to each other, so to speak. They're twins. They take on the same modifiers as the parent does. And now that we've done that, we go, oh great, we really like that a whole bunch. I really like that. Now I want to see what these two things look like together. So there you go. There's how to kind of make an InstaCity and add a little bit of form to it, give you a little bit of I don't know, so it's not so boring. It's not just complete tops of buildings. Kind of mess with the parameters of it, and put some more modifiers on it, and give you a good little shape. And then when you copied it, what that's going to look like, and if they're both attached, how they both take on the attributes of each other.